the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Oh.
Tonight, it'll be the Dallas New York Knicks. For the Knicks, this is a team that is reeling a bit. Hoping to start the year strong, they've had trouble communicating on both ends of the floor. Very little cohesion. They're hoping to pull things together tonight to try and turn the tide. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny is saying,
Am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie. I love you.
Thanks, Shaq. Now, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
Let's meet the starting lineup of the visiting New York Knicks. At center, Mitchell Robinson. At power forward, Noah Vonleh. At point guard, Frank Ntilikina. At the other forward position, Kevin Knox. At the other guard position, Courtney Lee, the head coach of the team. And now your Dallas Mavericks starting five. At power forward, standing 6'11", number 7, Dwight Powell. At the point guard position, at 6'3", number 1. The other guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 77, Luka Doncic. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 40, Harrison Barnes. At center, standing 6'11", number 6, DeAndre Jordan. Your head coach is Rick Carlisle. Mavs fans, your Dallas Mavericks.
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Dallas Mavericks, they come in off the loss to the Lakers. That one was real close, too. They lost by just 2 points.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, there was no shine on that effort. Really lackluster. Their D was nowhere to be found.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Here's Ntilikina. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Ntilikina and Lee are in the backcourt. Vonleh is out there with Robinson. And it's Knox in at the 3. And Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky, a consistent 3-and-D veteran.
And, you know, more of a journeyman's career, but I'll tell you what, he's a winner and competes, does those little things, and, boy, he makes some big shots.
Now, here is Robinson. Pass to Vonleh. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Powell kicks to Barnes. Over in the corner, Doncic. Off target from outside. Here's Knox, covered by Barnes.
Yeah, man, Ntilikina, an impressive athlete. When he's deep inside, he's ready to ram it in.
Doncic with it, working on Lee. Smith outside. It's Powell on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
Here's Knox. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Ntilikina passes to Robinson. Vonleh at the elbow. Lee left side. And he banks in the layup. Lee's got his first 2 points of the night.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Over in the corner, Lee. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Lee's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Smith. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Barnes can't get it to go.
Great look, but he couldn't finish. Everything but is how we say that. Surprising since the defense was very pedestrian.
Here's Doncic. He kicks to Jordan.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Doncic. Barnes looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Barnes has got his first points in this one.
Like his mid-range game, Barnes incredibly lethal from the mid-range. When he's got room to shoot, he doesn't hesitate.
Now here's Vonleh. Guarded by Powell. Vonleh kicks to Lee. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 7. Mavericks trail by 5. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about their record. He told me, well, we've been learning the hard way. Anything less than 100% effort will not get it done. We want our guys to recognize that and be hungrier than they've been. Is it talent? Is it effort? Well, they're still trying to figure it out. Kevin, back to you.
Gentlemen.
Thank you, David. And so he hits the technical free throw. And for teams not enjoying a quick start to the season, Clark, how long until they start to push the panic button and making some big moves?
You know, Kevin, I don't think you ever can push the panic button. I think you have to have a sense of what direction you're going, be realistic about who you are and what you have. And that's where good leadership comes in, not just with the team itself, from the coaches to the players, but in your front office, too. I mean, you've got to have some flexibility to adjust to the length of the season and challenges of it, and yet still stay on course with your overall plan.
Now, here is Robinson. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Ntilikina passes to Vonleh. New York moving the ball around. Here's Knox. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Just a touch. I mean, it seems like he's forcing shots a little bit to me, Greg. Not playing his game right now, and with every miss, the pressure intensifies.
Smith finds Barnes. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And though some were skeptical of the contract Harrison Barnes signed, he's lived up to it. Not an elite player yet, but is emerging on a franchise caliber level and continues to improve and is strong and consistent really on both ends of the floor.
Two shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. And Greg, with Barnes, beyond what he does on the floor, he does everything right off the floor.
Yeah, I mean, this organization just loves his intangibles and demeanor as a leader. Incredible work ethic that allows him to keep refining his game. Still very young and is growing into the player this team hoped he'd be.
Barnes hits them both.
And you got to appreciate the overall game of Barnes. He's efficient as a scorer and also works hard at the defensive end.
Ntilikina kicks to Robinson. He dishes it to Lee. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
You know, for the Mavericks, protecting the rim has been an issue. Bottom of the league in block shots 3 years in a row now.
New York shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And he makes the first. And talking about the Mavericks defense, they also had trouble stopping dribble penetration.
Well, not really athletic as a group, which was part of the problem in that area of the game, but extremely smart as a group. They knew what offenses were trying to do to stop them. And I think some of that is not just the IQ of the players, but the acumen of the coaching staff. Very sharp and shrewd in game plan design.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
For 3, sinks the triple. Smith's got 5 points so far.
And I tell you what, if the defender is not on Smith before the pass, it's too late because he's always ready to fire and he burns you.
Now here's Burke. Back to Robinson. To the left wing. Burke dishes to Robinson. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Powell, the pass to Smith. Barnes outside. Back to Smith. No good with the triple. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Indiana Pacers. Lee outside. Now Burke. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the pass to Vonleh. Over Smith. New York, no good that time either. And it's Barnes with the ball for Dallas. It's a 5-point game. And it's Smith missing. The Knicks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Burke. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Matthews comes in for Doncic. And Barea subbed in for Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Knicks. Right side Robinson. Burke with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the floater. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Love how Nowitzki uses his long arms there on defense. Solid at coming up with blocks.
Barnes outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, that was Dirk Nowitzki getting in the way of the defense right there. Well done. You know, you look at Harrison Barnes, and the question when he went to the Mavericks was, can he carry the offense? Many thought he might just be a product of the Warriors system, which he left. Well, he answered all the questions, and it's clear that he can be the focal point of an offense.
Dallas making a switch here. Mejri's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Barnes. And for Barnes, he heard the doubters when he left in free agency.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, a lot of people wondered if he could be a primary scoring option after being a complementary piece at Golden State, and he proved that he can be. Whenever he's been doubted, he's always risen to the challenge throughout his career, even going back to college. He can score the ball in a lot of different ways, and I don't think there's any question about him being an elite scorer the rest of his career.
Here's Barea after New York gets the three. And it's Nowitzki at the elbow. Not going to go that time.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here is Barea following the score by New York. Over in the corner, Barnes. Nowitzki outside. Matthews finds Barea. Takes the three. Drills it from outside. Barea's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And, you know, Barea is a fairly consistent three-point threat. You can't sleep on him out there.
Now, here's Burke. T right on him. Here's Hardaway, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. returning to New York with a 4-year, $71 million contract that surprised many. He's got to shoot better than he did last season to be worth that kind of money.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And Hardaway, of course, the son of former All-Star point guard Tim Hardaway, who played with the Warriors in the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, Hardaway Jr. much more comfortable, I think, off the ball in terms of spotting up and attacking. Definitely has worked on his ball handling and creating a little bit more of his own offense.
The Knicks making a switch here. Udier's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Mavericks trail by 6. And here's Barea. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers. Nowitzki for three. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hezonja kicks to Robinson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now here's Barnes. 32 points for him last game against the Lakers.
Kudos to him for his energy, especially on the glass where he was an absolute beast.
Baker, he's checked in for Mario Hezonja. Now here's Matthews. No points in the game yet for him. Passes to Barea. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Let's take a look at numbers for Barea. Last season's performance for him. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Here's Moutier, and the rebound goes to Nowitzki. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Mavericks. They trail by 6. Dallas again missing.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
Good on the bucket. Baker's got his first 2 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Barnes. 8 points for him. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Barnes has got 10.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Hardaway against Matthews. Hardaway goes in. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Mavericks.
And they haven't been able to exploit the three from the corner. Maybe some better ball movement would help open the floor and get that shot into their arsenal.
And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second. You know what, Greg? There may not be a more likable superstar in the NBA than Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, everyone loves Nowitzki.
And a large part of that is just Dirk plays the game with a smile on his face, it seems, at all times. His play style is one that is hard to root against, having so much skill in the body of a 7-footer. And it's one thing to be respected by everybody. It's another to be loved by everyone in that regard. And Dirk's, he's one of a kind.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Moutier kicks to Robinson. Back to Moutier. New York needs to get off a shot. It's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Eight seconds left in the first quarter. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
J.J. Barea has speed to burn. I mean, he's shifty, he's quick, and because of that, he's extremely valuable as a decision maker and scorer. Great competitor.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Wesley Matthews in his 4th season with the Mavericks, talking about what attracted him to Dallas in the first place.
They showed the most faith in me. You know, they weren't scared off by the injury. They showed faith in the person that I was, the player who I was, and, you know, they saw a need for me, a championship franchise and, you know, a great city, so it was just a match.
Coming off off that Achilles injury in Portland, Dallas wasn't shy offering him, Greg, that big contract.
And he's now in a contract year. We'll see if he continues to be a part of their long-term plans.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, outworking them right now, plain and simple. I mean, they've been terrific in the open floor.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Robinson, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Knox, and there's Emmanuel Mudiay, and it's Baker in at the 2 guard.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Here is Barea. Stolen by Robinson.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic when Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard, it's been a hand-in-glove fit. The 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff, thanks. Here's Mudiay after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Mudiay passes to Hardaway. To the paint, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Matthews throws it down.
And Matthews streaks down the floor. Fantastic score in the open court. He can get to the rim or hurt you with the 3.
Mudiay dishes to Hardaway. Pass to Knox. Back to Hardaway. No good with the triple. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Mavericks. They trail by 1.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Doncic is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Vonleh is checked in. Here's Barea. Five to shoot. Nice shot from the wing. Barea's got 6.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Robinson kicks to Vonleh. Some nice passing by New York here. Pass to Mudiay. Puts up a 3. New York, no good that time either. The Mavericks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Barea with a wide open look. No good on the 3.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Baker passes to Mudiay. In the corner, Hardaway with it. New York, no good that time either. The Mavericks leading. Now the pass to Doncic. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Boy, I like Nowitzki's mentality. He knows he can get his shot off anytime he wants to, but he likes setting up his guys too.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
They could use a bucket. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Barea finds Mesri. Matthews scanning the floor. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Clark, a favorite topic of yours. Great rebounders, glass eaters as you call them. Who's the best at creating those important second chance opportunities for his team?
Well, a couple of guys stand out for me in that regard, Kevin. DeAndre Jordan is terrific. Enes Kanter, probably, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the league, Enes Kanter. I mean, he goes and gets it in his area, out of his area, through guys, over them. Man, he's a terrific offensive rebounder. And I'd throw Anthony Davis in there, too. I think he does a great job on the defensive glass and gets his share of offensive boards as well. That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
They get it back. The shot by Powell, no good. The Knicks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Smith. With a step back. Here's Robinson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
That one drops. He ties it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Mavericks. And a switch here also for New York. Burks is checked in. No good on the second free throw.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Doncic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter. New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Burke kicks to Robinson. The dish to Lee. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Luka Doncic. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Dallas.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
Free throw good. Lee. And both free throws good for Lee. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Pulls it from 20. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Matthews. Matthews has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, I like the fact that Smith knows his strengths. I mean, he's a solid scorer and feels comfortable firing from here.
Now, here's Vonleh. 9 points last game. Robinson kicks to Ntilikina. Just 5 to shoot. New York, no good that time either. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Mavericks. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Lee passes to Burke. Shoots over Doncic. Burke can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here is Smith. He's got 7. Powell kicks to Doncic. Shoots it up from 6 feet out. He nails it. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Burke with it, covered by Smith. And that one's good. Burke. Burke's got it all tied up now for New York.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Smith right side. Passes to Powell. Back to Smith. Over Burke. Kept alive. Jordan kicks to Powell. Pass to Smith. Shoots over Burke with the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Clark, we all know you are one of the best players and maybe the greatest high school class ever. Guys who are now in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. What a list of names and great players.
Yeah, terrific players, and proud and privileged to be part of that class. 1979 is what you talk about. Dominique Wilkins, Isaiah Thomas, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson, Terry Cummings. I could go on and on and on, but obviously some of those guys.
Hey! Ooh, wow! And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Back to Robinson. Pass to Ntilikina. Shoots over Doncic. A second chance effort. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Ntilikina.
No question that Ntilikina is athletic. I love seeing him use it to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Doncic kicks to Smith. Now the pass to Matthews. Back to Smith. Over Robinson. Jordan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jordan's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Hezonja finds Burke. Over Smith. And it's off the back rim. No good. Mavericks leading by 4. To the middle. Hits the jump hook. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Ntilikina. He has 6. Passes it to Burke. And now here's Hezonja, covered by Barnes. Takes the 13-footer. No good off the front iron. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Ntilikina. Now Hezonja. Pass to Vonleh. Jacks up a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Vonleh's got 7 points in the game.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Andre Jordan is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
2 shots.
That's good from Barnes. J.J. Barea checked in for Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for New York. Moutier comes in for Trey Burke. He's perfect from the line this time. Knicks trail by 5. Moutier with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Robinson kicks to Vonleh. Dishes it to Hardaway. And again, New York with the triple.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Pass to Barnes. Over Hezonja. The kick out to Barnes. Moutier brings the double team. And the pass to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Pass to Vonleh. New York moving the ball around. And yes, it's good. Vonleh's got 9.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Barnes. He tries for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
You know, Barnes is a versatile scoring forward who we've seen him heat up quickly, and he's capable of doing that.
Robinson passes to Vonleh.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
And here is Hezonja. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Hardaway finds Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Hardaway.
Boy, I like seeing the ball get to that spot. It doesn't get much better than that.
Here's Barnes. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a big first half for you offensively. How did you get loose?
My teammates just been finding me. I've just been trying to run hard, make good backdoor cuts, run it in transition, and give me good looks.
You have not stopped moving at all, and it's led to good results. Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Harrison Barnes led the way in the first half. He had 20 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Well, they're getting high percentage looks, good game planning. The ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They are definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has them having the lead at the halftime.
And Kenny, your take on New York?
In my mind, the defense was weak, very weak. They're letting guys run free, getting open shots, and no one on that team is stepping up. I know a premium has been placed on scoring in our league, but you still have to play defense because defense wins championships.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
The skyline of Dallas illuminating the night sky as we welcome you back to the Lone Star State. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And you know, Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the fact that he's staying in aggressive attack mode. I mean, forcing the issue, making the defense foul.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas. On the wings, it's Doncic and Barnes. Jordan is out there with Dwight Powell, and it's Smith in at the one. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Outside Hardaway. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's foul number 2 for him. Knox, he's checked in for New York.
Knicks substitution. Kevin Knox.
Here's Ntilikina. Right side Robinson. Out to the right wing. Knox misses. Mavericks leading by 9. Barnes passes to Jordan. Stolen by Robinson. Got a piece of it. Doncic with the steal. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Barnes kicks to Jordan. Barnes outside. In the corner, Smith with it. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now it's an 11-point Dallas lead.
Yeah, Smith makes you pay when he gets inside. Despite not being that big, he's got a lot of game in the paint.
90 seconds now into the second half. Kicks to Doncic. He dishes it to Jordan. Now here's Doncic. He's got 8. Chalk up 2 there.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Knicks trail by 13.
And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
Smith surveying the D. Over in the corner, Barnes. He kicks it to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Timeout.
You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Ntilikina. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Here's Barnes. The shot that time, not on target. So New York will take it the other way.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Lee finds Robinson over Barnes, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Lee passes to Robinson. Here's Ntilikina. Off target with his three. In the corner, Smith with it. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks making a change here. Mejri's checked in. Ron Baker, he's checked in for New York. On defense, New York. It's a 13-point game. Nowitzki outside. Drills it from outside. Nowitzki's got his second basket of the night.
Kevin, you always have to be alert to where Nowitzki is. I mean, he loves catching the defense off guard with the catch and shoot.
Here's Knox, covered by Barnes. It's stolen by Smith. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
That free throw missing. And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the Summer League as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age, that is incredible.
Good on the second free throw.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Burke kicks to Lee. Outside Thomas. Pass to Burke. That's tipped. The feed to Robinson. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And the shot falls short this time. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks.
New York ball.
Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And the Knicks making a change here. Cornette's checked in. Knicks trail by 17. Baker passes to Burke. Baker kicks to Cornette. Back to Baker. The pass to Burke. Shot clock at 5. And he drops it in from the low post. Burke's got 9 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Passes it to Doncic. Back to Smith. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Smith showing outstanding concentration on these hard shots, even as he's getting hit.
New York calls timeout. And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, who Smith Jr. goes way back with, noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the vets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
Vonleh's checked in for New York. Hezonja comes in for Lee. Here's Baker. He's covered by Matthews. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got his second basket.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Matthews finds Nowitzki. Smith for three. Another three for Dallas.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Lasagna, the pass to Baker. Back to Hezonja. Doncic with the steal. Now here's Matthews, guarded closely. Down low. Now Doncic. He's got 11. And stolen by Hezonja. Baker kicks to Burke. It's Hezonja in the corner. Took him no time at all on that one. Hezonja's got his first points of the night.
Well, you got to really get into Hezonja's airspace because he's looking to pull as soon as that ball hits his hands.
And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
J.J. Barea checked in for Doncic. And New York with a change here, too. Knox, he's checked in for Robinson. Up top, Barea. 6 points for him.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
You know, when I think of J.J. Barea, one of the words that comes to mind is fearless. I mean, he never hesitates to go right at big guys in the paint. Not afraid to force a tough pass through traffic. He's a very aggressive offensive player, and when you're as small as he is, sometimes that's the way you thrive.
That free throw good from Barea. With Barea, he is usually the shortest player, Clark, on the court, so he has no choice but to be fearless.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, smaller guys typically play with an edge because it's been instilled in them from early on in their careers because everybody tends to doubt guys that don't have great size. Barea knows how to play in space and understands the value of ball movement. And when other guys try to bully him, that little hombre is pretty strong, and he pushes right back.
And there's the call on measuring. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Now here's Moutier, covered by Smith. Moutier passed to Baker. 6 to shoot. Basket counts. Baker's got 4 this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Barea looking for an opening. Right side Matthews. And stolen by Hezonja. Here's Knox. Goes back up. And it's denied.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Matthews. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Smith.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Free throw, good. Matthews.
And, you know, Wes Matthews still a very talented player in this league. I mean, excellent presence on both ends of the floor, and he certainly has always been a solid defender on the wing.
Hardaway's checked in for New York. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And for Matthews, he prides himself on being a two-way player.
And, you know, his three-point shooting percentage might not be that impressive, but given the volume of threes he takes, pretty solid. Terrific character guy, hard-working, always engaged. And he doesn't need to have the ball to stay involved. I mean, this guy's never going to be a star, but he's going to be one of those guys that always adds value to a team.
New York calls timeout.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line. And taking a look at some numbers for Hardaway. Last season's performance for him. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Tuesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And for that Thunder game, you know they're going to be amped up for that one.
Gentlemen,
and they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Mavericks leading by 21. Barea finds Nowitzki. Barea against Hardaway. Pass to Matthews. Dallas moving it around. Nowitzki misses off the left iron. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Hardaway. Now Moutier, guarded by Barea. The pass to Knox. Shot clock at 6. Back to Hardaway. And the Knicks miss again. Dallas has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Smith the pass to Nowitzki. And he gets it to go. Nowitzki's got 8 points in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Moutier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hardaway, no good. Outside Matthews. Kicks it out to Nowitzki.
And probably coming out of the game anyway. I think we're officially into garbage time.
Robinson's checked in for Knox. And Wes Matthews, a player who has done a great job, Clark, of recovering from a ruptured Achilles.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Kevin. That's not an easy injury to come back from. He had his injury in 2015 and has been one of the best examples of full recovery from what can be a devastating career-threatening injury. Reached out to DeMarcus Cousins when Cousins ruptured his Achilles to give him a voice of somebody who had already traveled that road.
That free throw good from Barea.
And you look at J.J. Barea and how he's played over the years, has always been a spark plug for a team off the bench. Just plays with energy and creativity no matter the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell comes in for Measury, and it's Harrison Barnes in for Dennis Smith. And both free throws good for Barea. New York shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Here's Azania. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Wesley Matthews picks one up. And with Barea and what he brings to the table, Greg, he also takes care of the ball.
A lot of guards who are bench threats can get a little sloppy or careless with the ball. And Barea has been upping his assists and cutting his turnovers the last few seasons, still finding ways to be effective even after a decade in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Hezonja.
And you know what? Last season was a bit of an awakening for Mario Hezonja. Written off by most, but he showed that he has a lot to offer. I thought he played fantastic basketball in the second half of the season.
Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. He hits both from the stripe. And Clark for Hezonja, he made the most of his chances.
Yeah, he's got a nice knack for scoring and being aggressive with the ball. I think it's a case of a player just being a late bloomer. It's clear Hezonja can put up points in the NBA. I think it's just a matter of time before his confidence grows and his production right along with it.
Clock at 6. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Now here's Barea. He's guarded closely. Nowitzki for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Moutier kicks to Hezonja. Pass to Vonleh. Now here is Robinson. Pass to Hezonja. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists tonight.
Hey, no slowing down Hezonja, showing off his big-time strength when he takes it inside.
Now here's Barea, defended by Moutier. Here's Barnes. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Moutier kicks to Hardaway. A 3-ball. Good on the triple. Hardaway has got 12 points in the game.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball, and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Oh, that's a thing of beauty there.
Feeds it to Nowitzki. And so it's Dallas, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for New York. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. Moutier and Nilikina are the guard tandem. Vonleh is out there with Hardaway. And it's Robinson in at center. Barea dishes to Doncic. Kicks it to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, you just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
Shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for New York. Good on both. Knicks trail by 19. Ntilikina passes to Robinson. There's the dish to Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th assist in this one. Dallas has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. From deep, Perea gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
It's hard to know what Berea is going to do in the pick and roll. I mean, he keeps the defense off balance, and not only is he an excellent passer, but he's a very good shooter out of the pick and roll, too.
Hardaway for 3, drills it from outside. Hardaway has got 20.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Berea, that's a 2-pointer. Ntilikina with the rebound. Knicks trail by 17. He kicks it to Hardaway. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And Doncic gets it to go.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over them.
Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Powell. Vonleh with it. Pass to Ntilikina. Shoots over Doncic. Ntilikina can't hit. Mavericks leading by 19. Here's Powell. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Boy, he does a nice job, Kevin, keeping the ball high inside when his shot is being challenged, and for that, you've got to give Powell credit.
Robinson finds Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Jordan. And here's Berea. Stolen by Robinson.
After a first half where he had just 1 turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Powell with the steal. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Barnes quickly leaking out there. He's always trying to get some easy buckets, easy points, and as a result, he's able to beat defenders sometimes.
Ntilikina kicks to Robinson. Vonleh at the elbow. Knocked loose. Powell with the steal. Pushing it up. Stripped away. Here's Ntilikina. And there's the pass to Hardaway. Passes it to Vonleh. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ntilikina. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And Ntilikina is skilled, really skilled at getting good position in the post. I mean, he uses his quick instincts and understanding of the positioning to score inside.
Here's Barea. Robinson with the block. That's a 2 from Lee, and again, it's New York.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here's Barea. Defense is right there. Over in the corner, Doncic. Left side, Jordan. Robinson against Barea. To the wing on the left. Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him, but they'll get another chance. Now, here's Barea. And another shot. The Knicks pull it in. Now, Hardaway. Ntilikina passes to Robinson. Vonleh at the elbow. Hardaway for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Vonleh. Inside. Here's Ntilikina. Lee outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mavericks leading by 15. Barea with it. Poked loose. Lee outside. Pass to Ntilikina. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Ntilikina's got 4 this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dallas calls timeout.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
And a chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Harrison Barnes.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them the lead we've got is good, but we can be better. Take it to them. Stay on the accelerator. Looks like he wants them to keep pushing it, guys.
And here is Hezonja. He feeds it to Robinson. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Smith. They get the rebound. Vonleh. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Trey Burks checked in for Frank Ntilikina.
2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good, Vonleh. And both free throws good for Vonleh. And now, here's Hezonja, covered by Barnes. Robinson finds Burke. Back to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. And Burke has it in the corner. Over Smith. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Where was the defense? Come on now. Where was it? No idea how they gave up that open a look.
Burke kicks to Lee. Kept alive by New York. Burke looking over the floor. High, arcing shot. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Nobody near Barnes. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Barnes has got 28 points for the game.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Here's Hezonja. And the Knicks miss again. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. The Knicks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Knicks trail by 18. Now here's Burke. Pass to Hezonja. Over to the wing. Now Vonleh. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Hezonja. From deep three-point range. They get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Just 4 to shoot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
I really like the mobility of Hezonja. You know, he's effortless in his movement off the pick and roll, and great to see him get involved like that.
Now here is Smith. Burke covering. Smith the pass to Nowitzki. Good on the shot. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
And now, here's Hezonja. Defense right on him.
Excellent concentration from the deep. Intimidated the shooter, bothered him, distracted him, and made him think twice as he went in for that layup.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Dallas.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Harrison Barnes.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Smith hits them both. Well, Dennis Smith Jr., one of the scariest players to see coming at you down the lane, Clark. He can just wreck the rim.
Oh, big time, Kevin. Not only does he finish hard, he does so violently and with some anger attached to it. The kind of dunks where you're worried if defenders are going to get hurt trying to challenge him. This guy is explosive. No surprise he was in the dunk contest last season, and I don't think that's going to be his first invite.
Matthews finds Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and you know, Smith's not afraid of the contact. In fact, he embraces it when he's going up to shoot.
Shot
2.
First free throw is good.
Got to appreciate Dennis Smith now. I mean, this guy is terrific at scoring from everywhere. Very athletic and explosive.
Both free throws good from Smith. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Burke kicks to Thomas. On the wing, Hardaway. He's covered by Matthews. It's Hardaway with the drive. Cornette passes to Hardaway. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Here's Burke. The three-pointer off the mark. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, what do you think this team's identity is this season?
Because you're going to be using your arms.
We just have so many guys that can score. It's going to be somebody's night every night, like I keep saying. But we're also, our half-court offense is getting a lot better.
The ball is moving around, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.